Bonjour, hello, welcome to another video from MaxMountainWorld. I'm in Les2Alpes today and my objective is to have a look at the new JANDRI lift. The last time I was here was when they were still making the thing, and I've not been here at all this last winter. I stopped skiing 6 weeks ago. There's still a couple of stations open, this one included, so I'm going to take the lift up the telecabine, the what do you call it? Yeah, in English, who knows? I forget my English sometimes, but what I'm going to do is get that up. You don't just go up with skis and snowboards or bikes or whatever, you can go up as a pedestrian. So head on up, hopefully the weather's going to be okay up there. It's about 1600 meters higher than here. There's a lot of works going on here as well. Okay, let's go up and check out the new JANDRI lift. So with the background noise of the works going on, you can see the level of the snow here. We're at 1600 meters in the station here, and we're going to go up to 3200. The snow starting there, well, what's left of the snow starting there around about 2000 or so. And there's no way of skiing back down all the way now, so you get the lift up, this telecabine up, and you get it back down when you're finished. The skiing is all further up. It's often referred to as an upside down resort here because the steepest stuff's at the bottom and it gets nicer at the top. Straight ahead of me here is the old JANDRI lift with the cables still attached, and you can see the pylons obviously on the right there heading up, but this is the new one with I'll go and get some details on it before I go on it. Really cool looking cabins. So as well as the new lift, there's a whole new building for all this kind of museum piece with some of the old uplift stuff, the telecabines. And yeah, I'm going to go and see if I can get a pass here and head on up. So what we got, 2.6 snow depth, 1.4 snow quality hard. See what the weather report is. -4 up there. Shit, it's going to be cold. Right, so I'm not going to warm up by taking the stairs. Bonjour! These are the tired people coming back down from skiing in the glacier. So they've got some old cable cars, as I've mentioned, outside on display here. And see what my ticket does. Didn't like it. That does like it. Alright, so these are the new cable cars. The old one had 19 places and took 27 minutes, I think it was, to get to the top. These have 32 places in them. And look at it, just comfort, quality. Let's go in. Bonjour, merci. Wow. This is awesome. Leather seating and everything, or it looks like faux leather perhaps. So just like the old lift, this goes round on a chain system, which is slower. You can see this thing slowing down as it comes in, and it then accelerates out, obviously to facilitate people coming and going, mostly going. And then from here it'll shoot out. Apparently there's only 7 pylons between here and the glacier, which is a seriously reduced amount from the old lift, which you can see the cables and stuff, the pylon right next to us. That's it catching the wire now. Doors are closed and we should accelerate away from here pretty smoothly. Wow, a lot more smoothly than the other one. Look at the size of those pylons too. That's real engineering. I mentioned down the bottom here that this is the steepest part, but they a few years ago created a blue run which runs up here, but you can see it's dry from about there down the way, and there's another one there that stops ahead of us here, and that was the easy way of getting down. The other one was taking a black run over the left there called the Valentine, that was always quite a challenge, especially at the end of the season when the snow was very heavy going. And a quick view check down to Les2Alpes, with Alpe d'Huez behind us over the other side of the valley to the right there. And again, we're looking at cables here and pylons for the old one, which they haven't taken away. They were actually using that right up to the beginning of the season before they commissioned the bottom half of this one. So a quick view check over here as well. Beautiful, beautiful mountains. I was down here working for a few months many years ago in one of the buildings there, and that was my view. Just what a view to be able to sit down and have a coffee or a beer at the end of a day's work. So as we come up to the more snowy area, you can see the avalanche protection things that's built in here, fencing and whatnot, and we cross over another lift going up here as well. Altitude here is about 2003, 2004, something like that at this first level. This lift is running next to me. We go right over it. Wow. And plenty of snow up here. Just one sole individual on that one. So as we're heading up, skies are greying over and a few spots of rain on the screen here, which could translate to a bit of snow up the top. This one's not for the faint-hearted who have problems with heights. As we go over here, this is right next to where the old one used to be, but many, many less pylons, as you can see. And we go right over the valley here. There's an avalanche cannon that explodes gases to minimize the risk on a piste below. The piste is there and there. Now, the old lift used to run up to the halfway point, and I see that they've taken away the pylons already for the next part of the journey. This one, I don't know if it does the same thing. At times you used to have to get out, walk around, get back in, or sometimes it went through. Don't know what it does here, we'll soon find out. This was a massive, massive project that took a few years to happen. Apparently the budget was 130 million euros. Wow. And that was only a small part of all the stuff that was getting invested into the resort of Les2Alpes. So the midpoint's taken us from 1650 to 2,600 meters here, and we'll go in and we'll see what the procedure is here, whether we stay in it or whether we get out and get back in again. Not too sure. Running in here then does the same as down below. We'll on with the anchors and it catches the chain. I think we have to get out here because these are just going round and round, and the top ones here are going round and round, so I've got to get out, go in the next one. A few skiers around now. Doors should be opening. (2,600 meters) and slushy snow. Slushy, sticky, heavy snow. Although I'm sure the piste will be a lot better. So we head up the second half, as it were. There's a ski tunnel down there. I've done that a few times. Restaurant and all sorts of works going on still. The old one stops there. You can see the holes where it used to come and go. So up above here, the new pylons, they're a bit more discoloured than the old ones, but you can see all new metalwork. And again, the view, the weather coming in as well. Hopefully not, but it looks like it might be. Little spells of sunshine up by the glacier there as well. A few folk skiing down. Very, very white up here. So just arriving up at 3,200 meters here, and again this will put the brakes on, chuck the anchors out. A lot more snow up here and it'll get caught. Whoa, wow, it's like an emergency stop. and then we're on the chain that takes it round slowly so we can get out, get back in or whatever. Just waiting, the door's opening. Little tufts of snow around still up here, but we are very, very high up. So 3, 2, 1. Bonjour. Bonjour. So we come out and this is the glacier. Wow. With all the ski toes, T-bar toes and stuff on it. Just incredible. A lot of snow up here, but again, it's quite a bit drier, but still quite slushy. Fella in the blue there, I got up with the cable car, and he was saying that this conditions were terrible yesterday, as I saw on the webcam yesterday, but he said today it's a lot better, so not many people around at all. So it is beginning to snow here a bit. Pretty sure I'm able to take this tunnel up. We used to have to walk up, and that was right next to where the other cable car came in. The restaurant up there. I'll go up and see if I can indulge in a coffee. So, magic carpet. That's a lot of snow against it. That's how deep it is next to it. Wow. But judging by these folk, you've actually got to walk back down. These are pedestrians too, but a lot easier to walk down without sliding, following on your arse basically, than going up. A lot less effort. Sunshine on the glacier. Wow. Changes every few minutes here. Bonjour! Whoa, straight onto the snow. Quite hard packed snow as well. Now that the sun is partially on the glacier, we can see the top of the glacier at the right hand side there, the snow park up there, snow park up here, but it looks like they're levelling it, or they've levelled it, and there's just pieces either side of the T-bars there, the other T-bar there and there, not on, but that whole area is skiable. So I've got myself a coffee. In the 3 minutes that it took me to order that coffee, put sugar in, this is what happened. We're just in cloud all the way around, and it's got significantly colder. We lost about 4 or 5 degrees in one move, and it's still snowing very slightly. Right, back in and get a coffee. Okay, so that's it today. The new JANDRI lift up to 3,200 from 1,600. It's quite a climb up and quite significantly quicker than the old one. More comfortable, more impressive all throughout. It has gone very, very cloudy outside. We're in cloud now. So that's it. I'll put a couple of things in. We'll have a little look around this place, because it used to be just where I am here, but it goes right through now. So they've obviously modified a lot of stuff with the change of the uplifts and stuff like that. So that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. And like I say, this used to be just to here, and this was a separate restaurant. You can see the new wood, new chairs, new tables, new everything. Bit of music going on as well, and the bar, which I won't be drinking because I'll be driving later on. Beautiful place. Just see that cloud actually going and leaving sunshine behind. As I say, it changes in seconds. It changes. So, quick zoom in, if I dare, challenge of the old viewfinder again. Bit of sunshine there, and a bit more up the top there as well. Skiers coming down, who knows what they can or can't see up there. I could stand here forever. It just changes and changes and changes ultra quickly, as I say. But yeah, just hardly anyone here. These peace bashes are about calming stuff, flattening stuff, preparing stuff. Who knows why? Because it's closed. Well, it's going to be open for a while. It's going to open until the 4th of May, which is about a week's time. And then it's going to reopen, but on summer hours, much earlier in the day. Wow. And we'll catch a view to the south, clouding over. A lot of snow up here. Wow. A lot of snow on the cabins as well, on the cable cars. Just beautiful. Clouds, we're almost above the clouds here, and we're kind of in it here, and then we've kind of got sunshine on the glacier itself. So do the walk down here. It's not too slippy, quite soft on top. You can see the depth of the snow at the side that I pointed out, and the way up the tunnel there as well. Wow, what a place. Dark clouds coming over. It has been snowing a little bit, as I said. Just so few people around. I reckon at the very top of the glacier it'll be beautiful up there, but no skis, no can do. Also, they've got new equipment, new piece bashers. This is electric and it's on charge. Okay, we'll head down as that one heads away. As ever with these lift systems, they can tend to be a bit more spectacular on the way down. Woohoo! Wow. Now I didn't take the funicular or the railway up. It goes under the glacier. I've done that a few times. Even went up there once with radio gear. I'll see if I can find that video and put a link into the top right screen. We're heading down with the skiers. And the size of these pylons, couldn't really put it into perspective with the camera, but looking at the size of the cable car in comparison, as I say, there's a lot fewer of these. There's only 7 between here, between the glacier and Les2Alpes village down below. It certainly goes past the pylons a lot easier and nicer these days. So the skiing area is not just the glacier as well. There's all across the left side here. There's still one of the snow parks running up there as well. And all the way up to the top of Super Diable is all open as well. Although that changes, I'm sure it's just the glacier after the 5th of May. And the snow park, as I say, across to the side there. No one on it just now. Just a few folks skiing past it. There's someone coming down. But it's very jittery here. Even away from the pylons, it's kind of jumping about. Hopefully the camera's going to stabilize that. But then we're dropping down here to the midpoint. Should apply the brakes in a second. I'll hold the camera steady and whoa! Mid-afternoon, there's a few folk heading down, so not easy to get one to myself. I'll just jump in here. Hello! We head down. Piste, as I say, are almost empty. You see a lot of stuff where people have been off the side piste, as it were, not strictly speaking off piste or backcountry, but yeah, quite a lot of places here it's safe to do so, although there is evidence of avalanches off to the sides as well, and they have had a few big ones in recent years here, so, but yeah, I'm not skiing. Here's a very, very high risk avalanche area. They had a bad avalanche here a few years ago. A couple of folk were taken out with that one, unfortunately, but yeah, still got the lift going up over, but you can see the evidence of what's happened. People still skied it. Who knows why, but maybe they were equipped for it with airbags and stuff like that. So, beautiful day here, halfway down. When I was up here about a year ago, I was up in the old lift, it's the pylons on the left there, and I was actually coming down and videoed them swinging about and building these pylons. Again, I'll see if I can find that video and put a link top left screen. But just looking over the side here, you can see all this slough from avalanches. Small ones, but they would still damage you. And so you can see how new these are just by the silvery colour of them. They've not been completely wrecked by the weather yet. As we go over this valley again, that's a good couple of 100 metres down. Not for the faint-hearted. Building just over to the right here, there used to be a 125 person, I think, cable car, and they used to stop it halfway through here and do bungee jumping in the summer off it, but that got recently taken away with the replacement of this. This actually replaced 2 or 3 uplifts. And just heading down over the first level, but you can ski down to there. That chairlift, as I mentioned on the way up, is running, and again, not too for the faint-hearted. And Les2Alpes village in all its glory down below. Wow, that is a massive piece of engineering. And the bottom end here, almost devoid of snow, certainly not skiable. Not on snow skis, maybe on grass skis, but that's a necessity for getting the cable car up to the first level where there is a lot of snow. And across the other side there, normal ski area, but that's, yeah, no snow left. And we're back. Three, two, one, open. Bonne journée. Merci. So just in final, here's the plan. This is where we started off from. Went up here, changed up there, 2,600, and then we carried on to 3,200. Now skiing is open up to higher up. You can take, that's the téléphérique, the train under the glacier, but only for skiers and boarders.